Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Leilani and today's video is going to be a video that I was kind of contemplating because I really wanted to film and I was like, what should I film? And I was looking at my eyeshadow and I was like, maybe I should do like an eyeshadow tutorial. And then I looked and I saw this palette and I was like, I hate this palette. Let me try to use it on camera and see if I don't hate it as much as I did before, because I've learned new techniques and everything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and give this palette a try again. This is the NYX Ultimate Shadow Palette. Super colorful. It's one of the first colorful palettes that I got. I did a haul, not a haul, but I did a video basically showing my full eyeshadow palette collection, and I showed this one and I said I really did not like this one. This one was a definite bummer for me, especially because of how much I spent on it. And so I decided that maybe I should just try it out again. Maybe I didn't know how to use it properly and this wasn't, I don't know, I'm just gonna try to use it. So that is what this video is today. Hopefully I end up not hating this palette by the end of this video, but we'll see about that. But before I do get into this video, please go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up if you do enjoy it. Go ahead and comment down below what you think of this palette if you have it, what you think of the look that I created. Maybe there's like a user error and like I'm just using the palette wrong. Like, let me know in the comments. Or anything like that, and go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I post every single Wednesday and every single Friday. So yeah, without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into this video. I want to preface this by saying that like I already filmed a video today, so like this might look very similar because I already filmed a video today, which was really funny. You should go watch it whenever I post it. If I post it before this video or after this video, I don't really know. But yeah, I wanted to like film today because no one was home, so I thought it was perfect. And yeah. So first, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyes with my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. I really do like this eyeshadow primer and I think it works really well. I know people don't believe in eyeshadow primer, but I do. As if it's like a religion or something, but I do believe in eyeshadow primer. Alright, so eyes are primed now. Now I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into it. So I'm going to take this denser brush and I'm going to go ahead and take this purple and pack it into my crease. I did this in my video where I did like a pink eyeshadow look and it turned out really beautiful. This is one of the new techniques that I learned, which is like to pack the color into the crease. So if you want a really like bright crease, you want to pack that color in and then blend it out later. See, so far it's just like, I really don't like this palette. I really want to like it, but the color is just washed out and it's not bright and it's not pigmented. It's just not as pigmented as I need it to be, and it really bothers me. I hate that it's not pigmented as much. Like, let me just swatch this purple for you. Like, it's chalky and just not pigmented. And I've tried to use this palette a good amount of times but it's just not working. Okay, I think you just have to layer it a lot. Now it's showing up. Okay, I'm sorry, you could probably definitely hear the rain, but I can't stop the rain. Also, I got this palette when my collection wasn't as big and wasn't as colorful. So if I'd seen this palette like today, I probably wouldn't pick it up because I have all of these colors. And the pigment in those palettes are just nicer. They're just nicer as far as pigment wise. So yeah, that's what that purple is looking like. Now I'm going to go ahead and take my Morphe M513 brush. And I'm going to dip into this super hot pink, like neon pink, hot pink neon, neon hot pink. Okay, there we go. Neon hot pink. And I'm going to go ahead and blend out the edges of this purple. I don't want the pink to be super bright anyways. I really like the combination of pink and purple on the eye. Okay, this pink is showing up pretty well for what I needed to do. This pink is working pretty well. Yeah, I really dig that. Okay. So that blended out pretty nicely. I really like how it blends out. So now I started out with like the darkest shade, so I can't really deepen it up. But I want to use more of the shadows so I can like, what should I do? I don't want to force it either. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and cut the crease. So I'm just going to take my ColourPop No Filter Concealer and go ahead and cut the crease. Alright, so here is what the cut crease is looking like. I suck at cut creases, but we're just going to ignore that for right now. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and take that same purple shade and just go in on the edges of that cut crease. Actually, I'm going to take a different brush. I'm going to take this brush and just go on the outer edges of that cut crease. So next I'm going to go ahead and take my Morphe brush and I'm going to dip into this really bright blue and just go in and kind of blend it onto that purple on the cut crease like so. And it's like a really bright blue. So what I'm doing pretty much is just packing that blue onto the cut crease and then blending it out onto the purple because I'm transitioning from the purple to a sparkly blue, so I need a blue in between. Okay, what I'm learning about this palette so far is that if you build these shadows, you have to really like work at building them, but once they are built, they are gorgeous because I am obsessed with how this blue is looking. Once I build it up and make it the true blue that I need it to be, it's absolutely gorgeous. So I have to give it that. I'm gonna go ahead and go back in and just kind of blend out that purple a little more. Doesn't seem as blended as I need it to be. So far, I really like that blue. I really like this color combination. I was kind of afraid of it, but I really like how it's turning out thus far. So now I'm confused because this is like a, I think, we'll see. I think I'm gonna take this shade right here and put it on the lid. Even though it's not as sparkly, it's really pretty shade. Now what I'm doing with this shade is I'm just gonna start off right next to that first blue just to see if I want, do I want this on the lid? Because I'm not sure. Like all over the lid. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, so change of plans. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put that blue sparkly shade just like kind of another transition. So from this blue to then the sparkly blue, and then I'm gonna take this light blue right here. It's like a blue-green type of shade, and I'm gonna put that on the lid. So I'm gonna take the shade, because this shade is beautiful, but I think that this look would be really nice with the other blue too. And I want to use as many shadows as I possibly can in this look to give a good review. Pretty. Why do I like this palette now? What is going on? Okay. That's embarrassing. So now I'm going to take another flat brush and I'm going to go in with this sparkly blue shade. I think I've used this, I think that this is one of the shades that I actually did like in this palette. I've been taking so much time on my eyeshadow, it's kind of ridiculous at this point. I never take this much time for anything. Ooh, I'm obsessed. I actually really like this. Okay. Wow. Okay, so here are what the eyes are looking like. And if I'm gonna be completely honest, I actually love this look. Okay, let me just give you full honesty. I think that this eyeshadow palette is a little too, like, you need to build it up a little too much for me personally. I have so many palettes where it's like you don't have to build it up as much because I felt like I took a lot of time with this look. I took like way too much time with this look, to be honest. Just because I wanted it to build up just like my other shadows. But once it does build up, it does look really pretty. I really like how this look is turning out this far. I'm obviously not finished because I haven't done my inner corner or my lower lash line, but I think it's really pretty. Also, I think one thing that did kind of turn me off about this palette once I started like trying to play with it was that it, you know, it doesn't have your normal, you know, browns or, you know, just like flesh colored neutrals, you know, to work with. But if you are creative enough and if you are patient enough to work with this palette, I honestly think it's not that bad of an investment. I think that I have other palettes that do this better. I have my Zulu palette with the same, basically like most of these colors that I use on my eyes, and I felt like it was easier to work with. But if you do like know how to work with it, with this palette, this is a nice palette. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my foundation and concealer and everything and bake, and then I will be coming back for the rest of the eyeshadow. So I'll be right back. Alright, so now I am baking, and I was going to do something crazy with my bottom lash line, but I don't think that I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to go ahead and use this pink for my bottom lash line. I was going to use like a totally different color than I used on my eyes, but honestly, I kind of don't want to mess this up. So for my inner corner highlight, I'm going to use this really pretty, like, I don't even know, fuchsia. I never use like bright colors. I usually use like a gold or something, or just like a highlight shade. But I'm just gonna go in with this because it's really pretty. It's okay. I think that this shade goes with the whole look though. I think it really ties in like the pink and purple. So yeah, that is the finished eyeshadow look. I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my face, and then I will come back and give you like a final thoughts. So I'll be right back. Alright, so here is the finished look, and I just wanted to mention, I really love my lips. I lined my lips with my usual NYX brown liner, but I got this ColourPop bullet lipstick. It's Come On Sis from the Shayla ColourPop collab. I wanted to get something from Shayla, and so I was looking and I was like, ooh, let me get this shade. Really pretty, and I really love how it looks. Like, really love how it looks with this look. So I'm really feeling this look. I think it looks good. And yeah, so let me just fully give you my actual thoughts on this, because I have a few thoughts. Okay, so first of all, at first glance, you know, if you're very into color like I am, I'm very much into color. I love playing with color. That's why I don't like buying neutral palettes, because it's like, what's the point? Like, I want color. Like, I love just vibrant colors. That's who I am. So when I first looked at this palette, I was like, this is perfect. At the time, I didn't have any really colorful palettes, so this was perfect for me. But what I would say is that I was a beginner. I was more of a beginner at the time. Now I feel like I've played with eyeshadow a lot, so I don't feel like I'm a beginner anymore. This is not beginner friendly. I don't think that this is a beginner friendly palette. This palette is for the person who knows how to use color, who knows how to play with color, and who is not a beginner. If you're a beginner, this is going to be so daunting for you. And especially the way that you have to build up these shadows, it's like you have to use certain techniques to get the shadows correct. I'm so sorry. The rain is, you can probably definitely hear the rain. I am so sorry. I can't change it. But you have to like pretty much know some really good techniques and be very used to some really good techniques to be able to use this palette. And that's what I learned doing it now, because whereas when I was doing it before, when I was like more of a beginner, I only had a few techniques that I thought would work. But when you know how to play with color properly, then I think that you could really do something really cute with this palette, and I think that I was able to achieve a pretty nice look. My only other thing was that it took a little while to build it up, and it took a little more time than what I usually do use with my eyeshadow, but that's honestly fine, you know. It's as long as you can get a nice look, the time it wasn't too long. But I think that this look is really nice. This pink really surprised me. It definitely surprised me. And these blues are so pretty. Like, so pretty. I remember swatching it and thinking, okay, I really like the blues. And I think that they performed really well. And I think that this color story is really nice. Is this an everyday palette? Definitely not, unless you're like cool with playing with these colors. I can see how you maybe would use this for every day, maybe, but this is like definitely for if you want to do like a very vibrant look. This is definitely your palette. My only other thing is that I wish that the shimmers were more shimmery, because that's just me. I really love shimmers, and I feel like it only has maybe 2 true shimmers in here. So that's obviously like a bummer for me personally. But if you're really into color, and if you're really into like nice mattes that you can build up and you can really play with, I think that this might be the palette for you. I definitely just would not consider it, or I wouldn't suggest it to a beginner, because this is definitely a harder palette to work with than the other palettes that I have. Alright, so that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and go ahead and comment down below what you think of this look, what you think of this palette if you have it. I personally am obsessed with this look, but I want to know your thoughts. And go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I post every single Wednesday and every single Friday. If you like looks like this, I do looks like this a lot. So yeah, you should subscribe if you know, want to watch more of this type of content. But that is it for me. Thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!